I have a degree.
I'm arguing from authority.
I have a
I'm
degree.
telling you my life experience.
You can't? Why?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'll start off with my credentials since apparently they matter.
Oh, they definitely don't matter.
I'm an 8-year military veteran. I'm a college student. I'm a black woman, and I believe that white privilege doesn't exist. So we're going to start with that.
Thank you for your service.
And the reason why white privilege exists is because
What's going on, everybody? It's your Huckleberry here, back with another video, another Charlie Kirk reaction video. We need to remember Charlie, and we need to remember what he said and what he stood for, and not let it die in the night. And you know, that's the beauty of YouTube, and it's one reason I'm here, is because even way past when I'm gone, you know, I'll still be out there in the ether, as will Charlie and anybody else that wants to get on here and participate in the beauty of YouTube. So we have a Charlie Kirk video here with Candance, which has got to go back now a few years. It looks like they're probably in Hawaii because of the lays. So this woman he's talking to here is coming out the block hot. She's coming out hot, man. She's cussing already, and she's stating that white privilege is a effing thing for sure. So let's hear what she has to say, and let's hear what Candance and Charlie had to say in reply. So appreciate you coming by, guys. Let's do it. All right, because why?
you guys refuse to acknowledge the history that put people in this position. You want to tell me that white privilege doesn't exist when white people had a upper hand for 250 years to develop
She needs to calm down. Like, this isn't going to get her nowhere, being overly passionate and starting to throw words out there like that are just meant to agitate.
Generational wealth, and that black people didn't get the right to vote until the 60s to develop generational.
Okay, but we talked about this in a previous video, previous Charlie Kirk video, the systemic thing and going all the way back, and I get that idea. She's trying to make the argument that reparations is based on. She might not specifically talk about reparations, but this is the argument that it's based off of, the premise. And it's faulty because in reality, in the current moment, she actually has more rights or can get away with more than I can. And so because of that, there's nothing systemic holding her back and keeping her at a disadvantage. But let's hear what she's got to say, and hopefully she'll be a little bit more respectful about how she says it.
Had a upper hand for 250 years to develop generational wealth, and that black people didn't get the right to vote until the 60s, and you're going to tell me that white privilege doesn't exist?
So,
that sounds like it exists because you guys got the upper hand.
What's funny about that is blacks were doing better during
Why
that
do
time.
we always call people blacks?
No, because you
did.
I'm black.
Can we just be black people? Can we just be like African American?
She literally just said blacks, and then Candance is black. Like, what is this argument? She's trying to be argumentative, and that's the problem. This is a typical left-sided argument. Come out hot, start being flippant with words and aggression, and then you'll beat them down with your loudness. And we can't let that be the win. We can't let them win like that. You got to talk rationally and calm and with fact, and you'll win every time.
Or something. Why are we just
the black
blacks?
community? How would you like it said? What makes you feel better on the inside?
Really, anything else other than what you're saying?
Tell me. I'll say how you want
anything
it.
else
I'll package it how you need it. Tell me what makes you feel
literally
better.
anything else other than what you're saying.
Okay,
But please
anything
finish
else.
your point.
Why is it that anything else, right? In the Jim Crow era, blacks were doing better. Economically, we're outpacing whites under the Jim Crow era than we were doing.
Let's
than we are
see.
doing.
It probably has to do with the fact that we had our own communities before the fucking KKK came and burned them down.
The KKK were Democrats, but give me a second.
Two black women going at it right here, guys. I mean, look, you can't pick a fight with Candance and win. Nobody can. Nobody. I wouldn't dare. Look, there's certain people in this world you do not F with. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain people. There's like a handful of them. You just don't mess with them. And Candace is on that list. You don't fuck with Candace. And if you want to get anywhere with her, you're going to have to try to have a logical, concise, respectful conversation with her. Because she is just as loud as you can be. And she will, on top of that, throw out logic and fact on top of the loudness, where you're just coming with aggression and loudness, which is a premise alone is not going to win an argument.
So after $22 trillion of government handouts and a black president
after how many
for
years of
8 years, the
slavery
black community
and
is worse
44
off
white
today than we
presidents,
were in the Jim
44
Crow era. How
white
is
male
that possible?
presidents,
Oh, I know, because they
97%
told you
white.
This is going to be a hard one to get through, guys. They're just like yelling over each other. And look at Charlie. I wouldn't get involved either, Charlie. This is one of those things where as a white man, you just sit back and you're like, all right, I ain't saying shit. I ain't getting involved. Y'all just like this is on y'all. I think if Charlie was a black man, he'd probably be like, I ain't gonna do nothing. This is on y'all. Like, there ain't nobody getting involved with this argument and doing any good. These two are going to have to fight it out. And if this was a McDonald's and a police body cam video, then this is going to be some punches thrown. But it ain't like that because we're dealing with Candace here, and she's going to throw her punches with words. So let's just keep going.
Now, Congress.
So you're actually the reason why people like us can't do well, because they sold you our oppression and you bought it. Blacks were doing better under the Jim Crow
If you
era.
acknowledge the oppression of other people, we can heal from it.
No, we
but
can't.
But if you want
No,
to
we
ignore
can't.
it, we
We
won't
can't.
have anything happen.
That's not how this works. Dialogue.
Oh, where you going?
Make us suddenly rich.
Where are you going? Oh my God, that's like I could have wrote the script for this, guys. If you'd have told me to write a script about what you're about to watch, just like showing me a picture or maybe giving me the first 20 seconds of what you said, like before I could then I would have told you, oh yeah, these two are going to yell at each other. Candace is going to beat her with fact, and she's going to do the typical left wing conversationalist thing to do. She's going to yell, and then she's just going to walk away because she can't win. She can't win on fact, and she can't win on logic. She can't win on respect. She can't win on any. There's no front she can win on except for how loud she's going to be, and then her drop the mic moment, if you will, and walking the way. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're not even halfway through the video. What's happening? She walked away already. She must be coming back. You know what? Half the time they do come back. They come back because they thought about more to say. Candace is like, well, I can't even make my point now because you walked away. And then she's going to come back yelling into the mic again because she thought of more to say. That's what's going to happen here. Oh, my God.
So, it's a real...
So Charlie decides since it's not black on black violence that he's going to speak up now.
There's a question I do want to ask, which I can't seem to get an answer. What can she not do in America that a white person can do? What opportunity? You served in the military. You've made good choices. You're getting rewarded for them. You're going to live in the American middle class. What privilege do I have that you don't have that is based on skin color, not on wealth or socioeconomic status? Please.
The fact that you are sitting here with like little to no education trying to talk to people about white privilege is white privilege.
Tell me one thing I said that's wrong and don't use an argument.
Oh my God. So because Charlie's self-educated, it's white privilege that he's up there having this conversation with you in general. I don't even know what we're talking about, guys.
From authority,
That's like so.
make a good argument.
I
have a degree.
Don't
I'm
cite
arguing
your
from
credentials.
authority. I'm telling you my life experience.
That's not your life experience.
Name
That's a
one,
degree.
Really? I'm sorry. Did you
one
live my
thing.
life?
That means
Did
nothing.
you live my life?
Name
That's a
one
degree.
thing
You're not smarter than
that
him
you
because you have a
can't
degree.
do
Just so you know
that
That's
I
a fallacy.
can do.
That's a fallacy.
Name one thing.
This is this could be possibly the most upset I've ever seen Charlie. You can see it in his face. He's actually upset that this woman comes up and acts like she's acting and tries to say what she's saying without making any sense and then tries to walk away. He's totally frustrated right now. You can see it. And this is one of his earlier videos, I guess, because he definitely learned how to woo-saw and to, like, you know, handle these situations better the longer he got down doing his videos. But Candance is tripping me out right now, dude. I love me some Candance. I don't agree with like 100% of what she says sometimes because she can't go over the top, but like I would never disagree with Candance out loud. And she is a wonderful human, I think, and I think she does a lot more good than she does bad, despite what people might say. But she is a riot right now, and this is a lose situation. You can't fight Candance.
That you can't do that I can do.
I don't know. I can't make a whole $1.
What? You can't? Why?
Oh my God.
You're trying to tell me in the military women aren't paid the same as men for equal work?
In the military, up until 2 years ago, women weren't even allowed to do most of the jobs that men
Answer the
can
question. You just said you couldn't make $1. You said you could not make $1. You served in the military, which
Not
is
to mention that people in the military actually get paid a bullshit wage, but we're not going to talk about that.
Now we're moving on.
Okay, so Charlie decided that he's not getting anywhere with this angry black woman, so he might as well let the other angry black woman deal with her.
Let's talk about
nothing to do with skin color.
You want to say that everyone in the military
what can I not
paid a
do?
shitty
There's a
wage,
feminist
so
lie,
that makes it
radical
right?
feminist lie, and they also sell, there's so many different ways they sell your oppression, and she has purchased all of them today. So right now we are on sexism, right? So she's saying that I can't make a full $1. Yes, you can. If women stop going in,
I bet he got
I'm
paid
not
more
done
to be
speaking,
here than
I'm
you
not done
did.
Speaking, okay? If women stop going into career fields like
There she goes, trying to have her drop the mic moment again. You can't drop the mic on Candance. I bet he got paid more to be here than you did. Okay, so let's just break that down real fast. First of all, Charlie's probably paying her to be there. And Charlie's probably not getting paid at all to be there other than clicks and views off the YouTube and how he disseminates the video. I don't think anybody's paying Charlie to be there. Now, maybe I'm a little bit naive because it's a TPUSA movement and they have, you know, they get income. So maybe he is getting paid. But I would argue that Candance is probably making more money off of being here than Charlie is. But this is an old video, so I would also understand where neither one of them are getting paid to be here. They're both just there off of principle and because they're trying to get the word out and they're just trying to become a bigger voice. But her drop the mic, that's the second time she's tried to drop the mic and walk away. And how much time we got left? We got another minute? I bet we see her again.
fashion and Vogue and journalism,
psychology.
and we start going into fields like
Engineering.
engineering
Business.
and hard academics,
Finance.
we will make the exact same money that
If
men
not more.
The wage gap is a myth and a
myth.
lie. It's a myth
Amen.
and a lie, okay?
Can I say?
It's actually a myth and a lie. I understand that you need to be oppressed, but you have just heard from two black people that haven't purchased their oppression.
Kids ain't having this bitch, dude. Charlie's like, can I have that? It's like, nah, dog.
From the Democrat Party. Respect that.
And what frustrates me is you served our country, which deserves to be applauded, and you have lived a life of a victor, and you have the gumption to tell me you're a victim without evidence. You were not able to cite one thing that you cannot do that I can do. If you make good choices, you will get those choices rewarded.
Boom.
And you brought zero evidence except an argument from an authority.
Charlie
and an insult
dropping his
to
own
my lack
mic.
of a college degree, of which I am so proud of, because I'm not indoctrinated because I didn't go to college.
Boom! Charlie and Candance, they double teamed her, dude. That shit couldn't take it. She walked away twice, and she didn't come back. They like to yell and then walk away when you're starting to talk, and then come back when you need to take a breath and yell at you some more. Oh my goodness, that was pretty fun video to watch, guys. It was interesting too because that was one of Charlie's older videos, and I think a lot of the stuff that I had seen him in were like some of his more recent, up into like the last year before he passed. And so I don't think I've watched anything where Candance was on there with him. And Candance is the shit. She's all over. She's like the biggest YouTuber now, and it's interesting because her main fight right now is finding out what happened to Charlie, as we all know. And you could see her passion sitting there with him. And I do believe that they were, like, you know, probably pretty good friends, if not like best friends of sorts. So I totally get why she is going hard in the paint on Erica and everybody else that acts nefarious or weird around what happened with Charlie. But this was a highly entertaining video. I loved it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it with me, guys. I appreciate you being here. Come back and see me some more. I would really appreciate it. Drop me a like. You're a daisy if you do. And until next time, peace!